Okay. All right. As people are joining in here, Anthony, thanks for coming through. Daryl, good to see you. Demario, awesome. Good to see you again. Aaron, thanks for coming through. All right, guys. Carol, appreciate you coming through. Lee, Mark, Justin, Aaron, you already raising your hand. Awesome, bro. We're gonna do what I want to do just for the first couple minutes here is just want to kind of get the chat rolling. All right. So first things first, I want you guys to put your states in the chat because we're gonna be talking about a business that you can do in 46 of the 50 states and without any licensing, without any special requirements. So you can do virtually from the fourth bedroom of your house, and I want to be able to know who I'm working with and where we're at. All right, so Aaron's in Oklahoma, Andre's in PA, Carol's in Arizona. Very nice. Anthony's also in PA. Fantastic. I'm in PA as well. I'm in Chester County. Mark's in Illinois. Beautiful, beautiful. Clarksville. Very good, Demario. Okay, so now that we know where everyone's from, I want to understand where are we coming from? Delco. All right, Anthony. So I want to understand where people are in this group specifically. How are we doing by way of real estate? Have you guys fixed and flip a property before? Are you real estate agents, wholesalers? Are you buy and hold investors, landlords? That's how this thing is going to roll tonight. I have slides, I have a presentation to do, but the only way that this is going to work so that everyone can get the max value is if we're participating in the chat. All right, so Andre is a new investor, buy and hold. Perfect. We're going to be going over the Burr strategy. All right, Carol is a Burr and flipper. Perfect. New. Aaron is a new investor working on first fix and flip. Demario is a wholesaler. He does flips. He's also a contractor. Fantastic. All right, let's see if we can gear this. I know that a few people have answered. If you're shy about participating in the chat, I'm still going to be able to try and relate this to you. But if I'm already talking to people that are understanding real estate, uh, Anthony's also a lender. Perfect. So he's going to understand even more so what I'm talking about tonight. Great. All right. We're going to get started with the slides first, but I want to start just by saying tonight is going to be a webinar, but I know that most of you guys, if you've been on a webinar before, I know I have, you can smell a sales pitch coming from the first few minutes. I'm going to save you another 45 minutes. If you don't want a sales pitch, then you can leave now. But the only sales pitch that I'm looking to give you guys at this point is to take the next step and invest in yourself to take this business on where you can earn 4 to 5 figure checks. Like my base broker fee is 3 grand. You can charge what you want, but if you want to add another 3,000, 5,000, potentially $10,000 to the bottom line of your business every single month, if you're already in real estate, this business is a complement to that. Okay. The next step, I'm telling you guys straight from minute 3 here. The next step in this process is you're going to be working with me intensive in a 4-day intensive where we go over how to set up your business, how to actually take the next steps, meet with clients, talk to them, go through the strategy, and actually get them funded. Tonight, we're going to be going over the basics so that you guys can understand what this business is and you guys can make that decision for yourself so that when we get to the finish that you say, you know what? Yeah, I can put the pieces together. I know where to find the people to get the money. I know where the money's going to come from, and I'm ready to take the next step and connect the two pieces and make a commission in between. If you guys are down for that, let's get some emojis in the chat. Put it in right now, and we're going to get started. Let's light it up. Some fire emojis. Carol, already in it. Let's go. Aaron, okay. Okay. Chris, cool. Mark, thumbs up. Oh, Demario throwing up them devil horns. Ah. All right, guys. I'm gonna say, guys, I know some people might get offended. I don't know if there's any ladies joining us tonight, but let's just keep it at that. All right. So I'm going to be monitoring the chat. I want you guys to ask questions where you see fit. But I'm going to be seeing the chats come in. That's how we're going to be able to answer. I can answer questions live. If you guys have ever seen me on TikTok, I do this all the time, so I can answer questions live. But tonight we're going to be going over probably my favorite topic that I don't get to talk about with nearly anyone else. It's really just myself, my wife, and a couple of my business partners. I get to talk about the inside baseball of this business. But for you guys tonight, I'm going to talk about my favorite business, which is being a broker. Okay. So I get to work out of the fourth edge of my house. I get to spend my time how I want. I can control my schedule. I can work virtually in 46 of the 50 states, and I'm a part of the real estate transaction the same way that a wholesaler would be, the same way that a mortgage broker would be, the same way as a real estate agent would be. I'm in the game with these people every single day, doing performing the function and being the broker, helping real estate investors get money for their deals. Okay. That is what the broker is. All right. We're earning 4 to 5 figure checks in real estate just by helping other people, real estate investors, get cash for the cash they need for their projects. Tonight, we're going to talk about the burst strategy. That's where this, cute moniker of being a broker, most of that is because of the BRRRR strategy. Because as I'll explain to you, this is the best way to set up a side hustle or additional 4 to 5 figures to add to your business is understanding this strategy and inserting yourself where necessary to earn a commission. And then having the systems and processes to execute over and over and over again so that you can build your relationships with your clients. Any financial advisors, insurance agents, insurance brokers in the house tonight? I didn't see any of that, but if you guys are lagging in the background, I want to make sure that you guys understand that you're going to get a lot of value out of this presentation tonight because you're already talking to people that are buying real estate as an investment. Why not give yourself an opportunity to earn another commission that's not just writing them an umbrella policy, that's not just getting them a builder's risk policy, or not just recommending that they go to such and such real estate agent and maybe get a kickback. This is something where you can be a part of their growth of their real estate portfolio and add to the bottom line of your business. All right, so we're going to talk about leveraging the BRRRR strategy and how to build a new income to your existing real estate business or your financial consulting business. Okay, so what is a loan broker? Well, I like to think of myself as the plug. I'm the guy that people call. I'm the one. I'm Hard Money Gary. I'm the guy that, hey, you need your deal funded? Go give him a call. But really, I'm a consultant. I'm connecting borrowers with funding and capital. What that means is that I am qualifying people for the lenders that I also partner with that view me as a sales force that move their products. Okay. Remember, I'm the plug. I'm moving a product. Okay. So that move their products and then I earn a commission. The best part is that when I show you how to do this right, you're going to be able to follow through and collect the paperwork and be able to QB a transaction to the close, so much so that your clients can trust you over and over again. And how much you earn is really based off of what you want to charge. Most of the time, you're earning anywhere from 1 to 3% of the loan amount. Those, it doesn't sound like a whole lot when you're talking about 1 to 3%. But let's just put this out there. If a fix and flip loan, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight, if a hard money loan is $200,000 and you charge 2%, that's 4 grand. I hope you guys are good at math tonight because You're going to have to start visualizing what else would I have to do in my current business to grab another 4K other than relying on my existing relationships, other than helping people that I already know are doing the thing. Okay. So if you've never seen me before, my name is Hard Money Gary. I fund real estate deals all across the country, helping business owners build and scale their rental portfolios as well as get into flipping houses. I do that by helping them get access to hard money and DSCR loans. When we put this together, that's how I have developed the loan broker method. And my school community is the loan broker mastermind. But really, who I am, I'm a husband and father. I don't sacrifice my family to earn a check. This business allows me to build the schedule as I want. When I came up in this business, when I broke into the business, it was on the wholesaling end. Back in 2018, I found myself working for a wholesaler that would have me go out to the hoarder houses, negotiate the contracts with sellers, disposition the deals to buyers, really understand and master the transaction over that time frame from 2018 to 2021. I would be doing it locally in market, actually going out to the properties, but I also developed a skill working with some virtual wholesalers as their lead manager and acquisitions manager. So I could see that real estate is no longer a locality based business when done this way. You can market yourself and get involved in real estate deals all over the country. That's what I learned. And because I focused on doing the BRRRR strategy, I don't have to worry about John and Susie Homebuyer with all their emotions. I know that when I develop a client, they're going to want to work with me on the front end and the back end because I offer the products that they need to execute the BRRRR strategy. We're going to get into that in a moment. Just some stats here. In 2023, just from loan brokering, that's when I opened my business, Gershom Loans, $105,000 of commission. This is coming from a guy that never had a business before, anything outside of just being a sales guy. First year in business did 105,000. Second year in business did 165,000 just on the loan brokering side. That's in addition to my rental properties and other businesses that I have. So I truly believe in this business, and I think that anyone that's viewing tonight and maybe sees the recording in the future, they have to seriously consider adding this amongst their other tools that they're using to help their clients. If a financial advisor is recommending that they work with a real estate agent to go buy an investment property, why not also show that real estate agent just how much value you can give to their business by being able to hook them up with the money that they need to go and execute the project. That is how you build the business. Okay. All right, so I've mentioned the burst strategy over and over again, but let's quickly stop the share. Okay, so far, just checking in. How many of you guys have executed the burst strategy? I know there were some people before that are burr investors and have done fix and flips before. Go ahead, put a one in the chat if we're on board with seeing how the burst strategy works and how we can plug ourselves in. Remember, participation's key here. Anthony, awesome. Chris, thank you for the thumbs up. Lee Patet, wonderful. All right, guys, back to the share. All right, so this is the burst strategy, and people pay a lot of money to learn this, and I'm giving it to you right now. Burst strategy is buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. Everything here hinges on the buy. Okay. You have to be able to buy at a discount in order for the rest of the strategy to work out. And if you are looking to become a broker, you need to have confidence in delivering that very message. It's something that you need to make sure that before you have any conversation with a potential borrower, is that you convey to them that buying at a discount is how the rest of this process starts. So if you're a wholesaler and you're looking to add becoming a broker onto your business, you already know how to find deals at a discount. This is something where you can add it in to help make up maybe for a smaller wholesale fee, or you can fund another wholesaler's deal. And rather than competition, you're in the spirit of collaboration. So when I say a discount, I mean that we're looking for a distressed property, something that we're going to have to do work to. All right. So, and something significant. Sure, you can find properties that are cosmetic and the burr might work, but in today's market, unless you are going direct to seller and finding people with big problems, then a light rehab might push your numbers over it. But we're looking for properties that are beat up. And as a broker, we have to convey that message as well, that we're buying at a discount, so we're solving a big problem. A big problem meaning death, medical, divorce, distance, disrepair. Death is where they inherit a property. That's probate leads. Go ahead and throw some ones in the throw some twos in the chat if we know about the distressed properties, how to find distressed properties. If anything else, if you guys are real estate related, you have to understand about the roles of distressed properties. Throw some twos in here. All right. Threes. Perfect. Some twos in here. All right. So death, medical, divorce, distance, disrepair. Death is probate leads. Medical is like a hoarder situation or an older person that's you can't get up the stairs. Distance, that's an absentee owner. Divorce is two people splitting up and they're getting rid of their property. And then disrepair is the one that we're targeting here. It's something that needs work. When you can stack those on top of each other, that creates the value where the burst strategy can work the best. Because you're finding somebody with a big problem, not just a small one, a big problem, well, so where they're willing to take a discount on the property because they just can't deal with it anymore. That the solving of the problem is getting rid of the house, regardless of the money that they receive. That's why it's a discount. Now we're going to renovate the property. So the problem that we're solving as brokers is we are providing the money that they need for the buy and the rehab. And then we're also providing the money that they need for the refinance so that they can repeat the process. Okay? So the hard money loans, that's what's going up front. It's a short-term high interest loan that real estate investors use and business owners use in order to buy fix and flip properties or buy fix up properties to rent. They get money towards the purchase price and they get money for rehab. Our job as a broker is to find them cost-effective capital that can close with speed. When we go back to the last slide with buying at a discount and distress, another way that you can get a discount is by acting with speed. People make cash offers. A lot of times those cash offers aren't really cash at all. They're hard money because the flexibility with hard money is that, flexible credit, no tax returns, no income verification required, and they close fast. So you can make a light cash offer with some contingencies and still get a discount so that the rest of the process can work out itself. How many of you guys in here have used a hard money loan on a property that you've bought? Go ahead and put some threes and fours in the chat. If you've used a hard money loan before, go ahead and put that in the chat. Reminder that the only way that everyone gets value out of this is if we participate. All right, Shane, how'd that go for you? Did you close on the property quickly? Lee Pettit, awesome. Closing the property quickly. Now that is the goal. That's the goal. So the DSCR loans so once the property has been fixed up, then now it's rent ready. You get a tenant in there Now it's showing cash flow. Then the DSCR loan comes through. That's where still not having to provide any proof of income verification or tax returns required. You're closing in a business. These are all value driven features for business owners and real estate investors that aren't trying to show Uncle Sam all that much money and they otherwise they can't qualify for bank financing. We're in the alternative lending space now when we're talking about doing the broker method. We're in the alternative lending. We are not banks. We may work with banks at some point, but right now we're not working with banks. So we can provide that value and differentiate ourselves when have you ever tried to get a bank loan? Isn't it hard? A lot of documents to collect, harder process. Sure, cheaper pricing, but the value is inconvenience. That is what we're providing here is convenience, and that's the value. And that's why people use these loans. Don't forget DNA. That's right. All right. So now you understand where the hard money loan comes in and where the DSCR loan comes in as far as the BRRRR process. As a reminder, buy and rehab, that's the hard money side. Once when you go to refinance, that's the DSCR side. Taking the BRRRR to the next level, that is how you get paid. So put some emojis in the chat if we understand the BRRRR strategy, or do I need to go back over it? Because the next bit here, this is the meat and potatoes. All right. Carol says we're good. Bring the meat and potatoes. Let's go. Chris Marino says. Perfect. So this is how the business works, being a broker. Okay. We're networking with existing clients, wholesalers, real estate agents, investors, financial advisors, CPAs, accountants, business owners. You guys all have your individual networks. You all know people that are buying real estate, flipping real estate. Why not give them the opportunity to work with you over the top, add another value driven service to your business by helping them get the money that they need? They are going to get it from somebody. Why not you? And you let them know that you have the ability to help them close on their properties by getting them the loans. And so by reminding them, this is marketing 101. By letting them know what you're doing, then they think of you when it's time for that project. The last piece is collecting documents, getting it over to the lender, having it closed, and then you get paid. Obviously, there's a bunch of steps in between there, and that's what we're going to be going over in the broker challenge on how to efficiently do that with a process in mind. But for right now, you guys are making your decision on whether you want to take that next step. Here's what you can earn. Here's what you can expect. I like to make $3,000 on a deal, but sometimes I'm making between 2,500, 5 grand. It can vary depending on the size of the loan and what we're doing. But these are real commissions here. 2409, 2940, 2928, 3030, 2580, 2681, 2405, 2640. What could one of these checks do for you? Bottom line of your business, could it help you add some more money to your marketing budget to promote your direct to seller marketing, to help you get another wholesale deal, to help you go get another fix and flip deal under contract for yourself? Could it help you maybe on a personal side? Maybe you do one of these deals and pays for a vacation. Wife's been up your ass about it anyway. Figure out a way to get it done. Do one deal. Ston Harp, exactly. Make no mistake. Are you flexing in front of Lamborghinis doing this? With volume, you can. You do a few $1 million loans, you charge 1 point. 1 point on $1 million is 10K. My buddy Taylor, he just sent me a deal down in Miami North Shores, Miami. Buy price is $1 million. Rehab's going to be 150. He's trying to sell the thing for 1.5. If I charge 1 point, a point is 1% of the loan amount. If I charge 1 point on $1 million loan, that's 10 grand. And when we're talking about points, that's mainly on the hard money side. When we're talking about points, it's that is how you are actually getting paid. That is what your fee is called. And so the benefits of taking this business seriously is that the money's never going to dry up because these lenders are now commercialized. They're taking these notes, they're selling them on Wall Street to hedge funds and insurance companies. So there's billions and billions of dollars behind this product. It's never going to dry up. As you as you become an expert in your field, you're going to be building clients, not deal chasing. The trouble with wholesaling is that you only work with a seller what, like once? If they're a landlord with a bunch of properties and they're like, "Oh, how many times are they really going to work with you? How many times is a distressed seller really going to work with you?" This is the worst moment of their life, okay? They're trying to sell you a property once. Your buyers, on the other hand, you're working with them over and over again, but they're also competing with you to get those same deals, right? So when they graduate from working with a wholesaler to doing direct to seller marketing, why not stay in their universe and help them achieve their goals, be over the top, allow them to get where they want to go by funding their deals? I just showed you that this is a highly profitable business without a whole lot of effort, well, not without a whole lot of time to put into it. Okay. Effort is based off of what you can do. I mean, you can suck at this and not make any money. I'm going to be very open about that. But if you do put in a little bit of effort, all you need is a phone and laptop, make this thing work. You're collecting documents, you're referring it to the lender, you get to closing, you get paid. Each deal, you can make $2,500 or more. I just showed you the screenshot. I just showed you. I like to make 3 grand on a deal. What do you want to make on a deal? That's up to you. It's your business. All right. So the next step here is the broker challenge. On day one, we're going to master the broker method. We're going to go through one by one again and show exactly how to set your business up, what this looks like, ins and outs of hard money and DSCR loans. Day two, we're going to go over the templates so that your clients can effectively fill out the applications and you can get it over efficiently to the lenders. On day three, we're going to do a little bit more about marketing and how to make yourself present as a legitimate business on this side of things. And then day four, we're taking this thing nationwide like a pro. So we got this thing wrapped up in 30 minutes. This is a free webinar, okay? The next step here is to go through the broker challenge and make sure that this is something that you want to go earn those 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, potentially $10,000 checks. I'd love to open it up and bring you guys on here. Harlan raised his hand, and so we can chat about the business. And then if you guys do want to grab the next step, then we'll put the link in the chat at some point. Okay, Harlan. Harlan, can you raise your hand again? All right, Jules. Jules, thanks for coming to the webinar.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
Just so you know, I was on the last webinar that you were on and I signed up, but I don't know if I missed the class or whatever, whatnot. I'm just wondering, am I still able to go to the class?
Yeah, shoot me a message. If you have my email address still,
I
then
don't. I
shoot me
don't think.
email.
I don't know that I do. Um, can you give it to me?
Yeah, email is Gary at hardmoneygary.com.
Gary at hardmoneygary.com.
That's right. Was that for the hard money masterclass, the hard money boot camp, or was it for
Yes.
the DSCR boot camp?
Ooh, wow. I don't remember which one it was.
So we did the hard money boot camp was in December, and then the DSCR boot camp was in uh, January.
I believe it was in January that I saw this.
All right, cool. So that was just for DSCR brokering. What we're doing next is going to be the broker challenge. We're going to put the hard money and DSCR loans together. You guys, Jules, you should have access to the school group.
I don't know that I do. I've just so I've been in the middle of moving, so I've had a lot of things going on, so I really don't know.
Okay. So I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll work it out. If you did grab the last webinar for if you grab the boot camp for January, then we'll work it out and make sure that you can get in on here.
Okay.
Um, I just have to verify a couple of things, but
Oh,
thanks for
okay.
coming up here, Jules.
Thank you. So it's Gary at hardmoney.com.
Gary, hardmoneygary.com, just like it says right here.
Gary.com. Okay. Thank you.
All righty, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Cool. So just to review everything, uh, what we're doing is we're inserting ourselves into the burst strategy and helping our clients build and scale their rental portfolios and earning a commission while doing so. We can do this on top of our existing business that's in real estate, whether you're a landlord, a fix and flipper, a wholesaler, a real estate agent, or if you're in the financial services consulting, if you're an insurance agent, insurance broker, financial advisor, CPA, accountant, you have access to people that are buying, fixing, and flipping properties and buying and holding properties, and you can offer them the DSCR loan for the turnkey rental properties as well as the fix and flip loans when they have an opportunity to buy and fix up a property. I want to keep this open here. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in, and then we're gonna get to the next step in a moment on how to join up with the broker challenge. But I feel like it's better for me to kind of answer some questions and see if you guys want to take this seriously, and then we'll get the link in there, and that way you guys can take the next step. By the way, spoiler alert, this is not some sort of like $2,000, $5,000 thing. This is going to be 197. If you take this seriously, a 4-day challenge, you're going to have all the templates, tools, and resources available, plus the school group, which will have recordings of not only this 4-day mastermind broker challenge, but the previous recording for the DSCR loan boot camp, along with the hard money masterclass and DSCR loan masterclass is in there as well. If you have any questions, definitely raise your hand so we can pull you up here, or just put it into the chat. Anthony says, I just started doing this. Okay. Well, Anthony, are you a licensed MLO? No. All right. So are you already doing some sort of loan brokering? By the way, guys, we already have 115 people in the loan broker mastermind. All right. Inside the classroom, you're going to see the hard money and DSCR loan basics course. This is everything that you would need to know about hard money and DSCR loans. We're going over this on the 4-day challenge. Okay. Inside the classroom is also a recording of the DSCR loan bootcamp day 1 and 2. This is more intensive. This is going to be about half of what we cover on the the broker challenge. I like to update here some recordings of what I do on TikTok, and all the other calls that we're going to have are going to be put up in here when we do group calls. We got the hard money masterclass. and the DSCR Loan Masterclass all available to you in here, along with what's developing and what this broker challenge will be the definitive broker mini course. Because in the future, we're making this group more private. This one's going to go paid. Right now, it's going to be free when you guys join up for the broker challenge. Is the challenge going to be online? Yeah, it's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be on Zoom like this. Is there any qualification? Is there any certifications to become qualified to handle loans? Chris, this is one of the things that I love about this is what I didn't put up in the slide about who I am is that my dad's a licensed mortgage broker. So I've been able to see this business as far as being in between people that have money and people that need money and providing them the way to get it, being able to allow you to live a lifestyle. I've seen this up close. Okay. So I don't want to be licensed. I don't want the state in my business as much as they have to be. I like the outlaw style. I'm a wholesaler. I want to just be able to do things, operate on my own terms. I control my schedule. I control who I work with. I control what I sell and who I sell it to. So no, there's no special certifications to become qualified to handle loans, just a good work ethic, someone that can the see the transaction from all angles because you're going to be the quarterback. You're the one driving these deals home. You guys are the ones that are going to, you guys are going to be the ones that are collecting paperwork and making sure that everything gets to the finish line as needed. Aaron, did you just raise your hand? Make sure you guys raise your hand if you want to come on and come up and talk. Okay, cool. Anthony, come on up. What's going on, Anthony?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. So I'm excited to hear about your experience. Um,
So
what
I
have you been doing so far?
I got into real estate, buying, holding, have about 10 or 11 properties, and
Okay,
then I took an interest in in the DSCR, met a couple people, and I started brokering my own loans. About I started in November, and I've closed four already.
amazing, amazing.
And one
How,
was a four property blanket loan.
amazing. So, what were the things that made you feel like this was a good complement to your existing business? Because you did just mention it, but I want you to drive that home. Like you already have 12 properties. What else about this felt like it was so aligned that you wanted to take advantage of it?
I was interested in it, and I just did one today, sitting in my on my back deck.
That's, hey man, you're the one that should be running this webinar, not me.
So it's just starting though. So I just got my website. It's almost done.
Okay.
Uh, just trying to get it off the ground now.
Great. So if there's anything that you would hope to gain on the 4-day challenge and beyond, what do you think it would be?
How to find the loan, how to find the clients.
How to find the
Yeah.
clients?
Yeah. I mean, after it's kind of like I explained, like selling knives. Like after you go through your family and friends, like now you have to start building relationships with other people.
So
And how
that is the
how do you
trap.
find how do you find them? And
Exactly. That's the trap when we're talking about real estate agents, wholesalers, and really anyone that is in the transactional side of it. But becoming a broker, this allows you to develop a client so that you're helping them build and scale their rental portfolio by not only offering them the hard money up front, but you're also helping them do the DSCR loan on the back. And the way that you're able to make that effective is being effectively the lending arm of their business. That's how you need to view yourself. Now, is every deal going to be a home run? You're not going to be able to build a client base if you don't price yourself competitively and help your clients get that cost-effective capital whenever they need it. But understanding that real estate investors in particular, once they find somebody that does the job the right way, and doesn't make someone overpay for it, they're extremely loyal. And I think you can agree with that, Anthony.
I do agree with that.
Awesome. All right, guys. So I'm gonna drop the link here in the chat. So it's gonna be 197 to join up with the into the boot camp. And just as a reminder, we're going over the business of loan brokering. We're going to do a deep dive on hard money and DSCR. We're going to talk about finding those clients and building the roster and free ways and paid ways, because I've made the mistake of paying for ads way too early. I've made the mistake of not having the right sales conversation up front and positioning myself in a way that where I'm leading the conversation as a lender, honoring the golden rule, he who has the gold makes the rules. Right? This is something that we're gonna go over as far as the business of loan broking is the mindset that you need to have going into this so that you can be doing loans from your back deck all over the country, whether it's California or New Jersey. Do you do nationwide? Yes. 46 of the 50 states. And when I get you hooked up with my lenders, you're going to have all of that at your fingertips. That's part of the resources and closing deals and getting paid. The loan submission process, going over the biggest mistakes and making sure you can avoid them. Texas is great. Anything that you notice in your process that can be different in certain states, I'm in Texas. So the only thing that will differentiate from state to state is whether they're a title company closing state or an attorney closing state. There are some states also that if on the DSCR loan side that have different prepayment penalty terms. So those are the more specific things, but nothing regarding our business. Because if there is a restriction for licensing, then we're going to be leaning on our lender's license, our partners, our funding partners license. And we will take a backseat as a referral partner, but still get paid the same way that we charge. All right. So that's just the beginning. We're going to do 4 days live hands-on training. You're going to get access to my school group when you sign up, and I'm going to unlock everything that's in there. Harlan, you're on the call. I'm unlocking everything for you as well. So if you're already in the school group, make sure you message me. I'm going to get everything unlocked here for you because especially if we're taking the next step and moving on to the loan broker boot camp. All right, guys. So if we have any other questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Where's that link again? I'm going to put it right here. Just put it in the chat for everybody. Throw some emojis in there. If you guys can see it, bump it up. Awesome. All right. So I work with 4 different lenders primarily, and they're all white label lenders. What I mean by that is that I control my branding. I am the lender as far as my client is concerned until we get to the closing table, is where I would then assign the loan. But the way that I like to position myself is just that, as a broker. I want to be a broker up front and on the back end. And we'll get into the psychology of that when we go into the loan broker challenge. But if you learn anything from me tonight, is that honesty is the best policy. We work with high ethical values. We're not here to, if we are the only ones winning in a deal, then we will never be able to achieve our goals as far as building the roster of clients that you want to get to. There's something that I think about often from a mentor of mine. It's called the freedom number. The freedom number is how many deals do I want to do? And then how much do I want to make? And where do those intersect? So if I want to earn $3,000 per deal, which is what I like to make, my freedom number for this side of the business, if I'm able to do 6 to 8 deals a month, so 12 to $18,000, if we can figure that out, that's a good business for me, at least on this side, over the top of everything else that I'm doing. And so this may not replace your full-time income, but just like I was showing you, those checks of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 are possible. They're absolutely possible. Here's one right now. And you guys, it's a little funny because my son Asher, he found this on the floor and he wrote his name on there. But this is a check for 2,740. Okay. So it's a real check. It's what you can earn. And, if you already have an existing business in real estate, a wholesaler, real estate agent, property manager, contractor, this is something that you can add in. Maybe this goes on top of your marketing. Maybe this goes into payroll. Maybe this is something where you're able to take it personally and get take a vacation. Chris Bashir says, to build the client base, is it cold calling investors, realtors? No, we're gonna go over a simple strategy that you can do from anywhere in the country. And the biggest one, I'm not gonna hide the ball on the biggest one. The biggest one is go and meet them in person. Go to meetup.com, search up real estate events in your area, and go meet them in person. Taking it to the next level, being able to get yourself out there on just that basis, you can do this through organic. We can do it through mastering social. Um, and not everyone can be Hard Money Gary and go and get 30,000 followers on TikTok to support that side of the business. But if this is something that you want to do, then working with me and learning how to say what I say, talk what I talk, and have the processes, that's definitely something that's worth investing the time in. If you guys have already grabbed the boot camp, go ahead and put some emojis in the chat, fire emojis, boom, boom, boom. Let me know who's already in. Can we advertise on Facebook? Absolutely. If I don't want you to go into ads too early. This is a very profitable business because it takes a little bit of time to collect the documents and turn them over to the lender and coordinate with title and insurance. 4 to 5 hours per deal, making 3 grand. Running advertisements and ads can get expensive, and that's where you have to start hustling. That's where you start chasing leads. That's where you start to have people that are price shopping you from Jump Street. I'm not a big fan of ads too early. They do work, but understand that that's probably after you have another funding advisor. Maybe that's somebody that's after you have built out a process. If you haven't built a process out yet, or you don't have a business that does that type of thing already, then it may not be for you. Again, guys, if you already grabbed the Loan Broker Bootcamp, here's the link again. We'll do ads after fully completing the course for sure. For sure. Well, after completing this course, the next step, and I'm not a guy that's holding the ball, hiding the ball here, guys. You guys are going to be joining up on to the 4 day boot camp. Yeah, you can do this on your own, but taking it to the next step is going to be getting into Loan Broker Elite. That's where we're going to have weekly deal reviews, weekly calls, going one-on-one coaching with me every month so that we can evaluate your goals, so that we can structure your business the right way, so that you can build and scale the way that you want, and have somebody that's been through it tell you what they see, constantly advising you on which lenders are available, what their products look like on a daily basis that's in it there with them. We'll go through warm market first. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to position this mastermind and with this masterclass tonight, webinar, whatever you want to call it. I wanted it to be with people that are already in real estate or have access to people that are like their insurance agents, financial advisors, financial service consultants, if you're already in the business, then your warm market is right there. And I'm showing you the value that you can make $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a deal without having to spend additional money on marketing, without having to develop a new client. It's right there for you. Okay. So if you haven't already gotten in on the boot camp, then there must be something that's holding you back. So let's start to throw some bonuses out there. All right. When you guys join up, bef- before the boot camp starts, you and I will have a 15-minute call so that I can tailor the rest of the boot camp to what you need. If you're a wholesaler, I'm going to talk to you like a wholesaler. I've been through the game before. If you're a real estate agent, I'm going to tell you how to tap into your market, existing market of investors that you're working with, and how to talk the talk it from day one so that this challenge is just icing on the cake. You're just learning the ropes so that you can go ahead and execute. So if you've already grabbed it, go ahead and put some emojis in the chat. I want to see who's already done it. I'm not on the back end, just tracking it right here. But I do want this thing packed. We're going to be doing this next, the week after next here, the week of the 10th. So not this upcoming week, but the week of the 10th. It's going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11th through 14th. It's going to be 1 hour each day, looking at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, devoted intentionally on helping you build this side of your business to add another 4 to 5 figures to existing real estate business, financial consulting business. If you have any questions and want to come on up here, go ahead and raise your hand. Not an investor or realtor, just getting started in real estate. Is this course for me, or am I jumping too far ahead of myself? Well, Chris Bashore, when you do go ahead and grab the boot camp on our one-on-one, I'm going to show you how you can do this as a newbie. But one thing's for certain, don't join up if you're not ready to work, because you're starting behind. I want to give you the tools to be able to talk the talk and walk the walk by the end of the 4 days. But if you don't want to work, if you don't want to put the work in, don't do it. But on our one-on-one, when you join up, I'm going to evaluate where your skill set is, how you can highlight that, promote that in your marketing, or how to get in touch with people that are doing the things that you want to help them do. Position yourself as an expert, and then relying on a team to be able to fulfill everything else. Chris Bashore, where are you from? Colorado. So if you're looking in the Denver market or Colorado Springs market, what you need to be focused on is Airbnbs. Very, very popular out there. You need to be focused on higher end new construction and seeing the burst strategy from that end. Denver's a market that has really high highs, but when the market crashes out there, it gets really, really low. If and when that happens and you're positioned the right way, you're going to be able to help your clients scoop up deep, deep discounts and get paid for doing so by being able to fulfill on what they need you to do, be a role player on their team. If you think that's for you, go ahead and take the next step. If you have any questions here, go ahead and drop them in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I'll pull you up on here. Probably the Springs area. Denver is tough right now. Not afraid of hard work. Not at all. Thanks. Well, hey man, looking forward to seeing you on the other side. But to go back through it, when you guys join up here, we're going to unlock the Hard Money and DSCR Loan Basics course. where you're going to get access to the broker mastermind. It's already a community. We already got posts. We got 115 members in here. Some are real estate investors, some are brokers, some are people just looking to learn. But where you can excel is by digesting the information, being a part of the building of this loan broker mini course, which I already have the first third built out. Because see right here, real deal analysis, where I'm going into my own inbox and showing you how I quickly evaluate a deal from scratch so that you can be effective at doing what you're doing. I'll be working during those boot camp times. Is this recorded so it can be watched later? Yes. When you invest in this, then we're going to have it available in the classroom section, and it's going to be here in the loan broker mini course in this section. It'll be recorded and placed in here each day. Realistically, how long do you think it will take for us to get up and running? I'm a buy and hold investor looking to streamline this process for myself, but would love to make money helping others. So, Gene, you go to a real estate meetup and you're talking to Joe, and Joe says, "Man, I want to take these deals on, but I've been doing all my deals in cash. Uh, I don't know. Is there a hard money lender that you recommend? How are you doing it?" "Oh, well, I'll help you out. What do you need? Hard money? No sweat. Do it all the time. Tell me about your deal." Took Anthony a month to close a deal. I can tell you to close a hard money or DSCR loan, um, from application to close, it's going to be about 3 to 4 weeks for the hard money on your first one. DSCR loan is going to be about 4 to 6 weeks for your first one. You're going to be learning a little bit, making some mistakes in communication, unless you're working with me one on one and in the elite group, then you'll have access to my processing team, and we'll take care of the rest for you. But for now, I want to show you guys how this business works. And if you want to take that next step, then we'll talk about it, where my team will fulfill and take care of everything. But I'd rather you guys know how to do this business on your own first than trying to just outsource everything. It's better that way, trust me. But seriously, Gene, this is something where you can go to a real estate meetup on Tuesday, talk to somebody that you've never met before. You ask them some simple questions about who they are, what they do, what they like, and then say, softly pitch that you do funding, and you guys will be very, very pleased when you tell people that you're in funding or in lending. It's the sexiest product in the world. Everybody wants to talk to the lender. So, working with me, we're going to be talking about how to position yourself so that you're not in a position where you're like, oh my gosh, all this attention. You need to think like a lender. You need to be qualifying, trusting, and qualifying from day one. We'll sign up on Thursday. All right, Stan. Make sure you get me a message if you're waiting until Thursday. We're running we're going to do this again on Wednesday, the same webinar. By the way, I'm getting you guys into the community now. So you're getting into this it's going to be your 197 investment. You're going to get into the community, get access to everything, and we're going to be adding new courses as things come on. I'll do a wholesaling overview. I'll do a buy and hold overview. I'll do a fix and flip overview. We'll do all of that stuff, and so that you have the resources to be able to talk to your clients as an expert, how to script those out and things like that. But the most important thing is what I'm saying is that right now I want to get you guys in, so that we can do the broker mastermind, um, and have that recorded for the mini course. But I'm bumping this up from free to $47 a month. Okay. So anyone else that comes in after this week, after we do the broker challenge, it's $47 a month. So that's really what we're here for. Okay. We're going to start making this exclusive because there's going to be so much value behind here that you really can set up your business. And over top of that, as I'll explain on the challenge, there's even more to come. Okay. if you guys can prove it that you take this seriously and you want to be able to add it in as an over-the-top service to your existing business, my processing team is going to be available. We're already doing 8 to 10 deals a month, and they're starving. They need more deals to do. So part of this is you building up to, all right, you need to learn the business yourself. You need to know how the mechanics work, get into the business, and now you can start to see it and say, all right, what's my cost? What's my cost for acquisition? Well, if I'm doing everything organic, it's free. If I'm meeting people at real estate meetups, if I'm meeting them in Facebook groups, if I'm running ads, then there's a cost per lead. But if I'm doing the organic things and going over the top of my existing network, highly profitable business. Now I need to reduce my time. But we'll get into that over the course of the challenge. That's a little preview though. Last questions. It's 8:01. Last questions. Go ahead and drop them in the chat. Still see that we got 11 people hanging out. If you've already grabbed the boot camp, then go ahead and put some emojis in the chat. I'm going to put the link again here. And a reminder, when you do book on this call, then I'm going to get you into the school group. Make sure you shoot me a message. We'll sign up tomorrow, stuck in bed with a pinched nerve. Amen. Pinched nerve is affecting your thumb. Make the commitment. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna think to yourself, oh, maybe it's not for me. It was just a guy who was talking on the internet and he kept on talking about this loan broker business. Is that really me? Is that really what I want to do? It is. They don't call me Hard Money Gary for nothing. Exactly. It is something. You need to get the card from downstairs for the last three. I like that excuse. But that. Damien, let's figure out an Apple Pay for this guy. He needs to put his thumb on the fingerprint, do a little face unlock. I'm signing up. I have to check with credit card company tomorrow for $197. Hey man, what if I told you on your first deal you're gonna make 10 times that back with 4 to 5 hours worth of work? Fix it. All right, guys. So we're headed at past the top of the hour here. We've been on here for an hour. I started at the front. I said, hey, if you don't want a sales pitch, go ahead and you get off. You guys came through this entire thing. You learned about the BRRRR strategy. You learned about the loan broker business from a high level. We talked about the value that you can bring your clients as an over-the-top service to your financial consulting agency, your wholesaling business, or being a real estate agent, a contractor. If you're already a buy and hold investor or a fix and flipper, it's something that you can lean on your existing network and offer as an over-the-top referral service for them. We talked about all of that. I showed you the community that we've built on school with the classroom. Once you guys invest in the 197, all that's going to be unlocked for you. This group will be charging $47 a month in the future. You will be getting in no change into your pricing. This is something you need to take advantage of because you also will be on the ground floor of building this for the rest of everyone to come and get early access to the processing team. So I want to thank you guys for jumping on tonight. This is the page here. I'm going to put it in the chat for one more time. For all to see. This is my email. Gary at hardmoneygary.com. At Hard Money Gary on everything. On TikTok and IG. We're also on YouTube now. Gary, I'm already in property management and a buy and hold investor. Have to make sure mortgage payment closed tomorrow. We'll definitely join on Thursday. All right, Stone. I'm gonna hold you to it. That's my email address right there. Shoot me an email. Afterpay and Klarna are available as well. Thanks for coming on in, Anthony. I'm looking forward to working with you and helping you build out this side of your business a little bit more. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for coming through tonight. The link is in the chat. Make sure you copy that and put it into your browser or text your best friend. We'll see you next week. We're running this same webinar on Wednesday. If you guys want to come back, view it for a second time, maybe you've thought about it, want to get some questions answered, you can come through on there. But do yourself a favor and take advantage of the 197 right now. If not for anything else than the school group, because that's where all the magic is going to happen. That's where the recordings are going to be for everything else. All right, guys. Have a great night.